What is up, guys? We are back at it again. Episode 4, Deck 4 of the Keyforge unboxing for the Mass Mutation set. We're just going to dive right into it. Alright, so we just got to look at the houses here. Oh, shadows. Shadows? I love shadows. I've loved shadows since Coda. I like shadows in all 4 sets so far, so I can't even... I'm just happy about that. Shadows Saurians? Okay. And this. Portrait of the Professor's Vents. Very interesting name. But we're gonna go ahead and unwrap this. Alright, so once again, we're not looking at that. We're just gonna open the cards and we're just gonna unravel the cards as we go. So first we have Brabble. 2 power creature, destroyed, your opponent loses 1. If it's not your turn, your opponent loses 3. Nice. Dominator Bauble, use a friendly creature. Drekker's cool, I like Drekker. Has a damage bonus icon. Damage dealt to Drekker's neighbors during fights is also dealt to Drekker. Reap, steal 1. I think that could last a turn. 4 power creature. Oh no. Gateway to Dis with a bonus icon, but of all the bonus icons, it's capture. So I would want to place that Amber on one of my warded guys, or, just give it right back. Gateway to Dis, cool, double. Mark of Dis, I actually like Mark of Dis. So provides a bonus Amber icon and deal 2 to a creature. If it is not destroyed, its controller must choose that creature's house as the active house for the next turn. Nice. We got Mindfire. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Steal 1 for each bonus icon on the discarded card. Alright, bring in your fertility chance, guys. Let's go. Double Doom provides a damage icon. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. Cool. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Nice. So you can actually ping the ward off a creature you want to bounce back to your opponent's hand, and then they get to discard a card. So I like that. It's a good place for a damage icon. Next we have Soul Keeper. This creature gains destroyed. Destroy the most powerful enemy creature. Nice. Wail of the Damned. Destroy a creature with no bonus icons. Enhances the deck as well. Ooh, my first Etan's Jar deck. Provides a damage icon. Play, name a card. Until Etan's Jar leaves play, cards with that name cannot be played. Nice. Like that. Wow, there's a lot you can do with that, actually. Xenofiend. Fight. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand and 1 at the bottom. Nice little cycling there. And destroyed, steal 1. So I like that. Chant of Hubris provides a pip and move 1 ember from a creature to another creature. Cornicin Octavia. Action, capture 2. Nice. Another Cornicin Octavia. Cool. We have Curse of Vanity. Exalt a friendly creature and an enemy creature. Nice. Defense Initiative. Play, ward a creature. You may exalt that creature. If you exalt it, ward each of its neighbors. I like this card a lot, actually. I think that's pretty good. Galiotops. Can only deal 4 damage when fighting. Cool art, actually. 12 power beefy boy. Spoils of Battle. A friendly creature captures 1. Okay, so each creature with Ember on it captures 1 from its opponent. Cool. So, you're guaranteed to capture 1. And then you can capture, a bunch more. But so can your opponent. So it's like a slightly your-sided Pandemonium. And we have Dreadbone Decimus. Play fight, you may exalt Dreadbone Decimus. If you do, destroy a creature with lower power than Dreadbone Decimus. That's cool. I like that. I like the whole assassin theme. I think that's cool. Next, Gladiodontis. We've seen this before. Only deals 5 damage when fighting. If it's the first time it's been used the turn, ready and enrage it. So you can reap, obviously gain that 1, and then fight for the second time around. Humble. Nice. exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 to common supply. Cool. Library of Polysaurus, sweet. That's going to synergize, obviously, with a bunch of the capture icons and stuff. We got Monument to Octavia, and we have double Octavia, so that's good. Provides a capture bonus icon. Friendly creature captures 1 amber. If Cornicin Octavia is in your discard, then that creature captures 2. That's nice. That actually pairs well with Polysaurus and the double Octavias. Shadows, Dark Wave, deal 2 to each non-mutant creature. Oof, I have a lot of non-mutants here, so that's not good. Francis the Economist, Skirmish, and fight, each player gains 1. Okay. Next we got Look Over There, deal 2 to a creature. If it is not destroyed, steal 1. Nice, double Look Over There. Mutant Cutpurse, enhance, provides 3 damage counters across the deck. I think we've seen them all. Nexus, a little bit of artifact control there. Opportunist, nice upgrade, captures 1. So that's going to synergize with all the Saurian stuff. Subtle Auto, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. So more disruption. So Tempting Offer, play. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. If you do, your opponent gains 1. Okay. Old Bruno, play, capture 3. Smiling Ruth, wow, classic. Come back from Coda. If you're Reap, if you forge the key this turn, take control of an enemy flying creature. Okay, nice. And lastly, we have Dino Thief. Whoa. You may exalt him. If you do, deal 3 to a creature. Cool. So that is it for that. We're gonna go over the raw pips and see how much raw ember this deck has. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pips. So that's not bad, but considering Mass Mutation has a lot of enhancements, I think that is below average. But let's look at Ember control. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, -1. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so there's quite a bit of Ember control here, which is good. And it's all in the form of capture and steal, but there's majority of its capture, which is going to pair well with these 2 cards, right? So Monument to Octavia and Library of Polysaurus. In addition to that, Humble is also going to pair well with this deck. So we're gonna dive into the synergies. All right, so I've set it up, and one of the things that stood out to me in this deck, besides the petty steal here and there, is really the focus on capturing Ember and finding ways to ensure that your opponent never gets it back. So for example, capture alone here, we have 3 creatures that are focused on capturing. We have Cornicin Octavia, 2 of them, and an Old Bruno, right? And what complements these 3 cards are Monument to Octavia, which allows you to capture even more, and Library of Polysaurus. So Library of Polysaurus will actually move an Ember from a friendly creature to your pool, so that's great. Humble will move 3 Ember from a creature to the common supply if you're not using it. So for example, you're in a Saurian turn and Old Bruno just has 3 Ember sitting on him. You could exhaust the creature and move 3 from Old Bruno to the common supply, so your opponent never gets to see that Ember again. Another thing is Chant of Hubris, right? You could do all kinds of things. Move 1 Ember from one creature to another of your creatures, or move it to an opponent's creature, so you can actually make some plays there. Spoils of Battle just adds more to that capture theme in this deck. And if you have Library of Polysaurus out early, you will see yourself really moving Ember from your creatures to your pool early in the game, which I think is pretty good, right? Opportunist is just a nice little upgrade that adds more capture. And lastly, with capture comes a desire to keep your creatures on the board. So Etan's Jar is going to be key, in my opinion, to doing that. And the way I see it is, if you have Etan's Jar on the board, when you play Etan's Jar, you want to make sure that you're calling at least a major board wipe that your opponent has, or any multiples of spot removal. So for example, if your opponent has a couple Hand of Beast cards, or has 2 gateways like this deck does, you want to call on that so you can kind of keep your creatures on the board. With that said, I think this deck's pretty cool. Not so sure if it's good for competition, but the interactions are going to be very interesting to see, especially with Etan's Jar. Etan's Jar seems like a really, really cool card, and I want to see how this plays. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you on my 5th episode.